But my biggest takeaway from this weekend was watching Tiger Woods, and he had the worst score that he has ever posted at Augusta.
And the worst, I believe, among those who made the cut.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking how fortunate we have been in recent years, especially, where our greatest have ended not going out super sad. Like Tom Brady is an anomaly. Serena Williams even still being able to compete at that last
she went
Wimbledon.
Deep into the U.S. Open.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there was still obviously something left where you were enjoying watching these stellar, best of all time athletes. We're seeing it with LeBron James still to this day at his age, and his end of his career is still to be written. But what do you feel when you watch Tiger at this point?
Like, it gets sad.
Yeah.
You don't like, I struggle to see people, we've talked about this before, in diminished versions of themselves. So, like, when my grandparents would get older and memory loss would set in, that made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't say this because I'm proud, but I didn't like seeing them as much as I probably should have, or another person would have, just because I'd rather remember them a certain way as opposed to that way. And Tiger Woods is not going.
But you
get my point.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Like watching Tiger Woods was once superhuman, and now he looks
Sunday red.
And now he's
shaking hands with a tree,
and he's limping around. I really do think this is one of those deals where golf is a fascinating sport, in the sense that you can do what it is that's required of you to do. You can do it, but what separates a Scotty Scheffler from this version of Tiger Woods is Scotty Scheffler can do it every time,
right?
And that's the trick with golf. Like, everybody can hit a nice golf shot. Like, everybody. Your weekend hacks, like, you're going to go out there and stick one every once in a while. It's like, how often can you do that? How consistently can you do that? And I really do think for Tiger, it's becoming a deal where walking 4 days in a row is challenging for him. Like, again, not to compare myself to an athlete of Tiger Woods. But, like, I played golf yesterday for the first time since before Christmas. When I got out of my car this morning, I could feel it in my legs a little bit. I could go out. If I had to go play golf again today and then tomorrow, I would be sore.
Yeah.
And I think he's feeling that in a way. I don't think it's an accident that his scores are progressively getting worse as the rounds go on. So it's up to him how much longer he wants to do this. But the issue is that when you can't play football anymore, that becomes obvious, and you don't have these moments where you can. It's just like, I can't do this anymore. Golf is interesting because he can go out and play around and go, oh my God, I just shot a 65. Like, Tiger Woods might shoot a 65 tomorrow, but he might throw up a 78 the next day. That's the issue. Yeah. But the 65 is what keeps him convinced. If I could just do that again and again and again, I'm good. Yeah. It's just hard to do it again and again at that age, and with his body broken down the way that it is.
I know. It made me sad. And then there was a story, like, the amateur was able to play with them, and like, oh yay, that's so sweet. But for Tiger, it just has to feel so old.
Well, it must feel what it was like for folks to watch Willie Mays at the end of his career. That famously, like, he's this mesmerizing athlete is suddenly just falling down playing baseball. And people were I've read that was a real sad visual for folks. Like, Willie Mays, we don't want to remember you like this. And we have these moments with Tiger now where it's like, this is not the way we want to remember. But I will say that every time, it's not like that you hear Tiger Woods is going to play in the Masters, everybody goes, oh my God, don't.
No, everyone gets. You still convince yourself that, and then he makes the cut, and you're like, "Oh, yay!"
But then it catches up to him.
Yeah.
It just. I really do think day 2 is harder than day 1. Day 3 is harder than day 2. Day 4. I think that's a big part of this. The days get harder.
All right, one more.